Hello.
Things all good in the camp. Yeah, fitness, everyone well, back, available. How are you looking?
We've had a few issues with COVID. A couple of players have got COVID. Couple of players have cold, flu-like symptoms. So precautionary. Quite a few players were out yesterday. Some back today. Some partners have COVID, so it's all a bit like that at the moment, which seems to be a little bit of a theme. Spurs and Chelsea were cancelled yesterday, so I think a little bit difficult, but I think, the messaging is about, trying to take care of yourself as best as possible, staying safe, sanitising, masks, stuff like that, and the girls have been really good, to be fair, but inevitable, I think, that someone will come down with the symptoms or actually get COVID.
How is the mood in the squad after a couple of great wins and then the Arsenal defeat? Are you able to perhaps compartmentalise that result from the previous upturn?
Yeah, I think the two games that we won were very needed, very professional, really good performances, and then you go in to the next game playing a team like Arsenal. Really challenging. I think they were really on it. I think they recognise that they need to be on it now, perhaps, when they play us. So some respect gained there. First half, we gave them 2 goals, I think. Meg Walsh was outstanding, kept the scoreline down. I think the pleasing thing about that game is we didn't concede in the second half. Overall, the last 3 games, I've got to be pleased with the 2 very positive wins. Second half performance against Arsenal, who are a very good team.
And so many of your players have shone this season, but I wanted to pick out, Megan Walsh, arguably her best season at the Albion.
Yes, I think so. I think she's really, really improved. I think we have to give Alex Penny a lot of credit for that. The goalkeeping coach worked really, really hard with her, tried to change her game from what she was very used to, her style of play. She's not 20, she's a senior player, so he's had to really work hard to change aspects of her game. So really pleasing in that respect, how she's performed, how she's kept us in games, how she's won us games, how she's won points. I'm a little bit worried, though, the fact that she's had a lot to do. So in one respect, it's really pleasing, but the other side of my brain is going, this really isn't good hope. But really thankful she's between the sticks, and her recent displays have been excellent.
Also, Emma Vista, she's played in a couple of positions for you. She's flexible and she's added goals to her game. A really good, solid international signing who's bedded in and is really influencing the squad, I think.
Yes. I think her energy levels are just phenomenal. Able to cover an enormous distance in any 90 minutes. In training, she's exactly the same. And the fact that she can get up and down, and more importantly, score goals. I believe she's probably our top goal scorer.
Joint top, yeah.
Joint top with Kaylee Green,
yeah.
Probably. Joint top, somebody who prefers to play at full-back. I prefer to play her higher up just because of her energy and her goal-scoring ability. But has been a real asset for us this season and done well. Still lots to learn. I think she can be better. She thinks she can be better, which is a good thing. Really good signing for us.
5 matches to play. How much is it a single track approach to catch West Ham, perhaps get into that 6th place, possibly even 5th? Or is there an element of planning for next season, looking at some of these fringe players, trying things out, trying players in different positions, seeing what you've got?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. We under no illusion, we will lose players this season. We know that. Some of the players have been quite open because of circumstances, so we know we're going to lose players. So we have to also try and look ahead while looking at what's in front of us. Of course, we want to climb the table. We want to get as many points on the board. But for me, it is slightly twofold.
Players being open, is that part of success? perhaps they see bigger opportunities there. Is that the price you pay for having a good season?
No, not necessarily. I think it's been a very strange couple of years with COVID, and I think that has I guess forced some decisions, which absolutely respect and absolutely get it. This is the nature and the business that we're in. Of course, we want to keep all of our best players. We know that other clubs will come in for our best players. We've just got to try and manage the situation in present day and looking ahead to the future.
And finally, for me, I hope this match a real chance, isn't it, to shake up that battle for 5th, 6th?
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very tough game. That I think West Ham have recently found good form. They've got all their players fit, healthy and available. They are a decent outfit. I think the last game showed that, drawing with Man United, doing well against Villa, beating Everton. I mean, they're on a good run, good vein of form, and they've got some good players. It's going to be a real tough game for us, but we know that we got to present ourselves on the day, stick to the game plan, and hope that we get something out of it.
Well, good luck. Thank you for talking to us, and best wishes to those who are not as well as they might be. Thank you, Hope.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Juliet.
Hi, Hope. Hi.
Hello, Juliet.
I hope you can hear me again. I'm in my van again.
You're in a car of some sort. Do you live in that car or something?
I'm in my van. It's very glamorous. I'm about to hop off to do some filming, so I'm in my van. Apologies.
No worries.
Talking of the cases within the camp, Hope, it's a difficult time, isn't it? Not to say we relaxed about COVID, but there was a general feeling that that there had been an element of moving on from the pandemic. How difficult is it for you as head coach to be back in this situation where you're having to manage your squad around COVID cases?
Yeah, it's difficult. I think it's my own personal opinion around the COVID situation. It's going to be something that we're going to end up just going to have to live with. It's going to be like the common cold, I think. But I think it's just a reminder to players and staff that we've got to just take every precaution we can, hand sanitising, vaccinations, whether you believe in them or not. That's your choice. But if you do, then get them. Face mask in small rooms, etc., etc., etc. But this is the world we currently live in, and it's just about managing ourselves to give ourselves the best possible chance. Look, we've got staff that are off with COVID. You go on a train in London, half wearing masks, half not. You do the best you can. You can't see it, so you don't actually know whether what you're doing is working. But that's the world we live in. We just really have to get on with it. It's a lot worse for a lot of people, so yeah, just get on with it, really.
And a chance to obviously a chance to leapfrog West Ham this weekend. 2 points in it, although they are sitting 6th or sitting 8th. How important would it be to you if you did get that victory, those 3 points at that top half of the table psychologically, both for you and the players, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, we're striving to be better every day, every week. If the more points we get on the board, the points don't lie. Although you can play well and lose a game, I think we are still in a phase of learning and building and developing. We've competed well against the teams around us. If we manage to gain 3 points on Sunday, I think that's just another part of the building blocks, and certainly would give us confidence going forward. But we have to recognise that I think every team in this league is trying to be better. West Ham are no different. They've found some form. We beat them last time. They will want to prove a point this time, and we've just got to make sure that we are steadfast and ready to manage and deal with whatever they throw at us. But we're still every day we're just trying to learn to be better than we were before, better than we were last season, better, just to try and kick us on.
Really interesting to read on the club website the interview with Ellie Brazil, talking about her goal drought since returning from injury, 47 WSL appearances without scoring. I know she's coming back from that very serious injury back in November 2019. How difficult is it to rebuild confidence for a player of Ellie's calibre after such a serious injury, when she does want to score, when she wants to build back that confidence to score but hasn't managed to yet? How do you work with a player like that, Hope?
Yeah, I think you know, number one, she's playing. If she's got to take the confidence from that. Confidence is just a word. I can't give her confidence. I can really just show her that I believe in what she's doing. She's not going to play every game, but she's played most games. I think it's really important for Ellie and players to understand it isn't just about them scoring. It's about their contribution on any given Sunday, any given day that they play. So if you look at the Reading game where we played particularly well, her link-up play with Kaylee Green was very good. And as a result of that, as a result of that, Kaylee scores a really good goal. Now, Ellie's part of that. She should celebrate that. And that should give her some confidence, knowing that she's contributed to the success of the team. So I know in Ellie's head it's got to score. I don't care who scores, so long as we win. Makes no difference to me who scores. I think the most important thing is that players contribute. They try their hardest to be the best they can be in any given moment, in any given match, and then I can't ask much more from them. And as a player, when you've contributed and when you've done well. And if you have, there's your confidence. If you haven't, then you got to work that much harder.